Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Somaliland National Television English News Program. My name is Farhat Sheikh Habib and I'm here to update you with the latest top stories. Coming up, the main news headlines. Somaliland Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance meets with news website editors. Training on the role of media to social development was held in Hargeisa. Somaliland is currently experiencing the worst drought to hit the region for decades. Welcome back, and now for the main news in detail. Somaliland Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance, Mr. Usman Abdullahi Sahardid, has on Wednesday officially met with news website editors at the office of the Ministry of Information. Mustafa Janale, who is the chairman of the News Website Editors Association, has welcomed the meeting and the important areas they've discussed with the minister. Mustafa stated that they've issued a communique during the meeting and were including showing a sense of responsibility and to stop broadcasting news of a traditional leader threatening the national security. And all website editors should abstain from spreading news that might have a negative impact on the national integrity. The Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance told those in attendance to share views on disseminating the right information that's not damaging the community in order to enjoy the right to access information and to use them to progress people's lives and development in Somaliland. He urged all journalists in attendance to stop spreading news that will bring about the collision of two clan ethnicity in Somaliland. Somaliland Journalist Association Soldier, in collaboration with UNITA, have on Wednesday organized a training workshop focusing on the role of sound journalism practices contributes towards development of the society in order to foster democracy, dialogue and development. Members of media practitioners were in attendance at the training workshop. The meeting was basically aimed to teach local journalists the professional news media acts as a guardian of public interest and the importance that components of the checks and balances form part of a democracy by disseminating the information to citizens. The news media enables citizens' participation in development and strengthens accountability feedback mechanisms as well. Media practitioners were also briefed that society has a responsibility to ensure its journalists have the competencies to seek out and interpret information. Somaliland is currently experiencing the worst drought to hit the region for a long time. The government of Somaliland has officially declared famine in parts of the country. Due to that, water supply was severely strained owing to the high temperature and demand. Following is a report in which we will explore about how the drought affected people in Somaliland. Somaliland is currently experiencing the worst drought to hit the region for a long time. The government of Somaliland and other aid agencies have officially declared famine in parts of Somaliland regions. Somaliland government's working to assess unmet needs on the ground, with its initial response focusing on water resource needs in the regions. Somaliland has faced the worst drought in decades, where most of all the livestock, due to lack of rain and persistent drought in the country. Successive seasons of failed rains, combined with increasing food prices, limited humanitarian crisis, have resulted in food and water shortage, acute malnutrition, and mass displacement. The lack of rains has also contributed to massive livestock deaths, undermining the livelihoods of those who depend on them for economic and food security. Estimates are that thousands of people in need of immediate food assistance as a result of this crisis. Somaliland government and Islamic humanitarian agencies are currently focusing on providing safe water to drought victims living in the country. President of the Republic of Somaliland, His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silani, issued a decree on appointing the National Committee tasked drought relief efforts in Somaliland. The committee is tasked with providing strategies for relieving the drought which impacted most regions in the country. The international aid agencies are slow to respond to the dire drought which impacted on livestock herders in Somaliland. Children are expected to require treatment for malnutrition as well. Food crisis spread across the country, exacerbated and diminishing foreign aid, rising prices, and there's nothing to harvest.
When they go to the city, they can't really adapt to the life in the city because they don't have the skills. Some of them have never even seen a city before, and they walk into a total poverty, complete displacement.
In Somaliland, some rural families are abandoning the land and moving into the towns due to the increasing of drought situation in rural areas. Even families with some livestock can't buy food due to the high price. As the wet seasons have grown increasingly erratic and the rainfall more sporadic over recent years, thousands of herding families across the remote coastal Outdoor and Galbert territories have been pushing into crisis. These are the communities for whom livestock provide the only source of income, but the parched and dried up earth means that they are no longer able to feed and hydrate the animals. As a result, the herds are starving to death. We wish all the best of luck to Somaliland citizens. That brings us to the end of our English news program on Somaliland National Television. From me and the rest of the team are leaving you until we meet for the next time. Goodbye.